Welcome, arriving Saturday yogis. Great to have you on board. We're live streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Zoom. And this is the yoga class that's mostly renowned for the yoga cat, Looney. He's looking at me. He knows I got a cat treat or two hidden for him. Anyway, on Saturday, we relax on our back. We start with 5, 6, 8 minutes on the back. And we let the wavelengths of our mind settle down a little bit. That's one definition of yoga. It's great to see you, and we're just getting started. If you're brand new, if you're just wandering by live streaming on Zoom, or maybe you're watching one of my recorded sessions for the first time and this is it, we're a tribe of relative mortals who aren't necessarily contortionists or acrobats or circus performers, although those are welcome as well. And we do some good human ranges of movement to break up congestion in the mind, body, and soul. Nice deep breath together. Yes, you can have a cat treat. There you go. For those who tune in mostly to see Looney the yoga cat, he's a little over a year old. He's 14 pounds of mountain puma beast. He likes cat treats and he teaches me almost all of my yoga. He's trying to be good right now because he knows there are cat treats. Wiggle your legs out a couple of times. Of course, you can be seated like I am. I start the first 8 or 9 minutes sort of in a seated posture to welcome people in. But Shavasana on your back as well. That's what Looney's doing right now. Perfectly on his back. And relax, take a load off. We are here to produce, to facilitate the calming of the mind so that a deep presence of being can be available to us. Relax, take a load off. Everything's always working out for us. Our two favorite affirmations, that and we are calm and peaceful souls. I see some Zoom friends have come in. Good to have you. Saturday, March 23rd, if you're watching live, and if you're watching recorded, now you know. Let your facial expression relax. Allow your jaw to release. I recommend swallowing once and circling your jaw around. If you're watching for the first time, don't be afraid of yoga. There's a yoga for everybody. There's a yoga of your understanding. And that's an art and a science to find the kind of yoga that suits you and your karma and your body and where you're at. But if you seek it, you will find it. And this might be it. If it is, like and subscribe and share it with friends that you think might like it, especially if they like cats. These are Temptations cat treats. They're a big hit. Looney's prayer is definitely lead me into temptations. Now let's breathe down from our belly button and make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of our belly button. See some more friends getting into class. Nice to have you. We got Zoomers and we got social media streamers. Welcome. Doesn't matter how you get here, it just matters that you're here and that you hear. Good, and now that we're breathing from down in our belly, let's feel our feelings. Let's catch up with our emotional nature. Yogis actually have a name for the emotional aspect of our body. They call it pranamaya kosha. Another translation is energy body, breath body. We can call it emotion or feeling body. Feel that. All of us are shaping life force into our own unique blend of feeling. Good, you're doing great. A few more breaths of your feeling, catch up with your emotional nature. Let anything that's jammed up or stuck or unobserved, allow that to surface to the degree that you can. Good job. Now take the biggest inhale of your whole life so far, feeling everything. Big, big, big inhale. And exhale, let it all go. We are calm and empty souls. It's amazing what a few minutes of breath and meditation can do for our state of well-being. Okay, wiggle your fingers and toes now and conjure up a fresh batch of feel good. You can actually intentionally think about good feels, turn them into emotions and neurochemistry and swish it around your body. In other words, we can definitely affect our mood and our sense of experience deliberately. Good, take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms up over your head with your hands laced and your palms turned backwards. Writhe around, get that first thing in the morning stretchy feeling. Good, then draw your knees in and roll around on your back a little bit. We call that turtle. On your back, knees in, not strong. You just grab your knees, kind of roll around on your back, get some movement going. We move in this class. We get things moving. We break up congestion. The yoga name for that is Viyayama. We break up congestion in the body, and whoo, is that good for you? Good. And then we'll sit up together, my friends. Welcome, this is Greg. This is Looney the cat. Welcome to my Zoom friends. We've been practicing on Zoom for 4 years since the start of the pandemic. It was quite a revelation to realize we could do yoga online, but it's ended up being a most wonderful development. And many of my Zoom friends are still practicing with me. And it's also very exciting to have all of you on YouTube live streaming in and to watch that grow, or if you're watching it recorded. Anyway, I'm Greg. This is Looney Cat. He's my yoga cat. He's been with me for a year. I promised some yoga in a moment, but I know a lot of people really enjoy the participation of Looney. Anyway, we're going to end up doing about 60 minutes of good yoga. Saturday tends to be a little more active and frisky, but the main thing is do what you can do. Everything about the way that I teach is to offer movements that are really regular, normal human ranges of motion, but delivered in an intelligent sequence that allow you to participate where you can. And if you're just always working at that boundary between what you can do and what you can't do yet, you will progress. There's a religious saying for that, and I'm not overly religious, I am spiritual, but the religious saying is, to he that hath, more will be given. In other words, to those who use whatever they have, they'll get more. And to those that hath not, even what they hath not will be, even what they have will be taken away. Meaning, if we're just not going to use what we have and squander it, then it'll go away. So we're going to use what we have, do what you can do, don't judge yourself. And if you do, stop it. We're going to chant Om and then we'll be up on our feet. Exhale all the air out. Inhale. Feel that. Chanting is so good for us. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, it's such a help if you like and subscribe. It just tells the algorithm and it begins to spread the message of yoga to a world that really needs it. So if you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, share it with a friend. And for my Zoom friends, if you ever want to check out 500 different videos of mine on meditation, Dharma talks, yoga classes, on YouTube, it's called Upward Spiral Yoga. That's the name of the YouTube channel. And if you would like and subscribe, I'm really in a dynamic push to get the word of yoga out. I believe the world really needs it right now. I certainly do. Okay, let's start up on our feet. And we're just going to get going with some of these movements that I talked about. Almost everybody can just wander side to side on their feet. You might try it with your eyes closed. Luna just got a nice little handful of cat treats. While we're going side to side, he's going to have a snack. I have noticed YouTube analytics go through the roof when he's on camera. And boy, the royalties I have to pay him are brutal, mostly in tuna. 3, 2, 1. See, you can do that. Now, bend your knees, slack your arms, close your eyes, swing your arms. Movements that just about everybody can do. Now, as we begin to open up these movements, they might become more complex. They certainly will. But your job is simply to follow along where you can and just keep going. Slap, slap. Is this the class for 20-something circus performers? Sure, you're more than welcome. But say you're 40, 50 maybe 60, maybe older, and you know yoga is a good thing and you want to participate. This is it. This is your group. You found it. Seek, you find. Good. Now, feet are hip distance apart. Yeah, very difficult to explain. I'm going to sink down and roll up. You'll note my arms are very passive, sinking down into ankles, knees, and hips. It's like a spring coiling down and a spring releasing up. And it's very liquid, very rhythmic, calming. Just getting into our body. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale up. feet out wide. We're going to do 6 poofs. You'll see what they are. Behind our back with our arms, up the back, up to the top, and out. Now, another aspect of Upward Spiral Yoga YouTube channel is my musical journey. So part of it is finding something that you love to do later in life and simply diving in and not putting it off any longer. So I started music 2 years ago from scratch, 5 different musical instruments, 2 years in. So if you watch this channel, you'll see some progress in that. It's a fun thing to watch. And as you watch it, figure out what you want to do and join in the process, because it's never too late. That is a truism. And the reason I bring that up is when you play the drums, you got to learn 4-way coordination. So arms out, and I'm going to kick my right knee, left. Simple little coordination exercises. Leave a comment about what you're learning or would like to learn, and just start. The power is in starting. If you start something, it'll gain momentum. If you don't start, it's stuck forever. Of course, you'll be a fool at the start, but mastery is always preceded by being the fool. 2, 1. All right. Now, left foot forward, turn onto your right toenails. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the reason I'm a proponent of this unusual kind of yoga, I call it joint juice, is it gives you the energy, the movement, the capacity, the function that you need to do what you love to do in life. Most of us normally just don't want to do only yoga. Good. Now I'm going to sink into my feet. This ankle's dorsiflexed. This one's plantar flexed. I close my eyes. I just want to build up that sense of center inside of me. If you're watching for the first time, I've been doing yoga 50 years. I'm 67 years old now, and I don't do cartwheels and backflips and put my feet behind my head anymore. It's this kind of yoga that interests me. I want to be able to run and jump and play golf and play my musical instruments and fly planes and have as much fun as I can possibly have while I'm in this body. Good. Come up and out. Right foot forward, left toenails. In my estimation, it's this brand of yoga that delivers that kind of capacity in the body and keeps it functioning. We don't have to overdo anything. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sink into your ankles. Maybe close your eyes if you want to challenge your balance a little bit. For those who are maybe more flexible, more athletic, you can go even deeper. You could even come down and tap your left knee. That would be good. Do what you can do. Run your own race. Good job. All right. Now, from down there to up here, drop your chin, take your head around 8 times. 1. This opening sequence that I call joint juice, this can be done in as few as even 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending on how much you do. And even this done once a day would transform your life. 6, 7, 8. Other way. Now, this is not a substitute for your exercise and your aerobics and your weightlifting and your strength training. Nothing does everything, but this will make everything else more available. This will also work on your mind, your psychology, and your emotional life so that you have the inner strength and health. 6, 7. Good. Now simply relax your head down for 20 seconds, eyes closed. Almost all of my students have much larger than average brains, so just by dropping your chin, the weight of your skull will stretch the back of your neck. You don't need to peek forward, trust. Everything is always working out for us. We are calm and peaceful souls. Good. Now shoulders as face comes back. Hey, look who's back, who discovered the last remaining cat treats. This kitten is amazing. I got him a year ago. He was advertised as a girl cat and would be demure and small, and he ended up being a boy cat, and he's moving up on 15 pounds. Other way, one. Sure is fun, man. Chases me around the house, tackles me frequently. 6, 7, that's why I have to do yoga. 8, good. Inhale up, feet together. Good. And stretch up as high as you can up on your tippy toes. Get that first thing in the morning stretchy feeling. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. Try it. Just try it. You don't have to do nothing perfect in my class. It's progress, not perfection. Open your eyes and get as tall on your tippy toes as you can. Good. Now drop your heels, knuckles on your head to cool off your shoulders. Simple side bend left. We'll get our body from every angle. Inhale to the right. I'm much more a proponent personally of side bending than back bending. Most regular old normal adults, it's like back bending is not their thing, but you can side bend and get many of the same benefits, most of the same benefits, and avoid hurting yourself. Inhale up, arms up, and release out. Okay, a wider stance. And I'm also a huge proponent of making noise, chanting Om. And of course, you're at home, so let it rip. Inhale up. Now arms out to the side. We're going to go up our back and get a big inhale for a long extended Om. There's a reason we extend it out as long as you can. Inhale. Quiet moment. Good. Regular inhale. Now our first forward fold. It's an interesting forward fold. I'm going to lace my hands behind my back. I'm going to turn my toes out, make some extra shape in my hips and my knees. And I'm just going to try to put my head and butt on the floor. You do it. Now, can I get my head and butt on the floor? No, I can't even come close, but I'm trying. Head down, drop your head, wag your ponytail. Inhale, look forward, squat lower. I'm not one of those squat with my heels down people. Exhale, drop your head, arms all the way over. Good, come on up. Obvious example of a little bit of leg strength, huh? And exhale out. Now turn your toes in and your heels out. Change the orientation of our thigh bones. Inhale, lace your hands. Drop your hands behind your head. Push your palms up and side bend left. Now maybe you're really bendy. You can go way over, but find your edge. Inhale. It takes a while to find your edge. It's a skillful place inside of your body, and the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Inhale up and release out. Good job. Now these precious hands and wrists. What am I doing? Lacing my hands, rolling my paws around, obviously. Really good to avoid isms and itises, rheumatism, arthritis. We need these paws to play the guitar, the piano, the drums, the bass, the congas, for holding grandchildren. Isn't this a cool movement? Shake it out. I do this in every single one of my classes and have since the turn of the century. Got good, strong hands. If you're new to this, it might be very trepidatious. You can hardly move it, but over a while, it'll open up. It's never too late. These are called hellos. Hi, how you doing? I can go pretty fast. I know people who can go so fast you can't even see their hands. Run your own race. Cup your hands at your heart. Drop your chin. Close your eyes. This class is interspersed with frequent moments of introspection, calm, contemplation, peaceableness. And I'll throw in affirmations. We are calm and peaceful souls. And everything is always working out for us. Good. Relax your arms down. Inhale up. Release. Good. Now hands on your hippies. Toes in, heels out, feet wide. And an essential movement for human happiness is to churn your butt, churn your butter. This is churning your butter. Head stays stationary and the buns are buck wild. Feet are grippy on the floor. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Makes sense to do this, doesn't it? Rather than let our hips atrophy and become petrified blocks of brick. 8. Inhale up. Let's try another one of those squatty forward folds. Hands behind your back. This is a good human range of toes out, which helps us to go a little deeper. Try to get your head and butt down. If you're massively tight, you can come down a little. If you're insanely flexible, look forward and drop your butt down to the floor. Try lifting your heels up and dropping your butt. That's a challenging move for those who want a more challenging movement. Then head all the way down, heels all the way up, buns all the way down, arms all the way over. Then drop your heels, come on up. Release. See all the different options you had in that sequence make sense, doesn't it? Exhale out. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. Now jump your feet together. Boop. And a famous knee movement. 1, 2. You got stiff, crabby knees, little circles. My bendy friends, they can go all the way down and brush their buns on the floor. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to inhale up for one of our world famous ohms. Inhale. Om. 10 seconds, eyes closed, standing meditation. Okay, friends, as our sequence progresses, I highly recommend yoga blocks. These are big ones. These are probably 14 inches by 5 inches by 14 inches, 8 inches, 5 inches. They're big yoga blocks. You can get them on Amazon, and they're really good for forward folding. Now, I'm going to forward fold. You can see, are my hands on the floor? Nope. Can I put them on the floor? Yeah, but this is safer for my back. I can pedal my heels. I can drop my head. I can wag my shag around a little bit. Forward folding is really challenging for most people who haven't been involved in Olympic athletics or ballet or circus performing. So take your time with it. Don't bounce on yourself. You might pedal your heels to build a little rhythmic movement. Definitely drop your head. Now try this trick. It's not a trick. Bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. That's inhale. Exhale, push your heels down, get all the air out, and just go into a forward fold, empty of breath and not breathing for a moment. 1, 2, 3. Good. Come on up. So now those blocks are there for the rest of the forward folding that we're going to do. If you're really flexible, you don't need them. If you're new and want to protect your back, I can't recommend them enough. Feet together, inhale, lace your hands, drop your hands, push your palms up, push your feet down. Side bend left. I always side bend 6, 7 times in the practice. Inhale. It's great for the spinal decompression, which is all the rage now. Yogis have been doing it for 4,000 years. Inhale. It's nothing new under the sun, just a lot of new marketing. Good, arms out to the side. Here's a good human range of movement. My legs stay stationary, firm and planted. My arms, my torso side to side, twisting my arms in and out. Just moving, just breaking up the stagnation of our body. Stagnation is death. So we want to get the rivers of energy in our body moving again, and rhythmic movements like this do the trick. Well, relax your arms down. Left arm in front of your right. Turn your palms inward. Clap. Clap, clap. That's good for coordination, isn't it? Bring your hands up to here. Fingers forward. Wear a party hat. Stand up on your tippy toes. Stretch up. Sorry, my t-shirt's a little small, but I'm a yoga teacher, so I've got a Buddha belly. Way up on your tippy toes. Oh, you brought me a cat toy. Did you see that? He brought me his cat ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1 and close your eyes. Balance. Open your eyes, drop your heels, palm trees left. Inhale, you guys, to the right. Get some friends, do this with me every week. Inhale up. Here's a fun movement, arms forward. Now bend your knees and just pretend you're sitting at the piano. There it is, there's my piano right there. I practice an hour and a half a day. Arms straight up and down. Should have started when I was 4 years old, but it's never too late. I'm extending my arms up, bending my knees. I'm trying to sit on a little bench, getting my ankles and knees and hip to bend. Now arms down, flip them over. I put my hands on my blocks. Drop your head down. Bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale to a forward fold. Keep all the air out. 1, 2, drop your head. 3. Come on up. Boy, it's really raining hard in the Bay Area of California today. Just deluging. Exhale out. We're in Pleasant Hill, California. Right arm in front of your left. Palms in. Clap for yourself. You know what Peter Townsend says? Only love can make it rain. Feet together. Pull energy up from the earth. Fingers forward. Party hats. Up on your tippy toes. Extend up. And for strength, resilience, and especially fun, 10, 9. What's the point of being in life if there's not joy and fun to balance out everything else? So have some fun with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up on 1. Close your eyes, balance. Open your eyes, drop your heels to the right, lean in. Lean more. Inhale up. Just find your edge. What's your edge? It's the boundary between where you can go and where you can't yet. Play there and you'll always be evolving. Inhale up in anything that you do. That's a principle. Arms forward, knees bend, buns back. Try to bring your butt to the height of your knees without your heels lifting. Very challenging. Arms up. This is Utkatasana, intense pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, arms down, flip them over, drop your head off. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, kind of a softer, more relaxed part. Exhale to a stronger part. Straighten your legs to the degree that you can. Drop your head, all the air out. Dig your heels in. 1, 2, 3. Good. Inhale up for an Om. We Om every few cycles. Inhale up. Our breath, respiration gets stronger all the time. Oh, make some noise in the world. Oh. Good. We continue. Inhale up, regular inhale. Good. Now, arms out to the side. Now, here's a tricky one. This is the one where I could just I could lace my hands, that's 1. I could grab a wrist, that's 2. I can't grab my elbows, my arms aren't long enough for that. What I do is I fold my hands into prayer behind my back. So that was 4 different options for you. Tuck them in. Now, whatever you did that. Feet together, shrug your shoulders around. Hey, cat. My cat's bored. Other way. He wants to go outside in the rain for 2 seconds. 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, I'm in Tadasana pose, which is mountain pose. My stance is strong, firm, stable, but relaxed. I turn my face to the right and I tilt over. This is a very strong side bend and shoulder release if your hands are in prayer, but do what you can. Inhale up. Just my face turns left, and now I arc my right shoulder blade up over my left shoulder blade. Spine goes crack, crack. Really good for you. Good, friends. Inhale up. Okay, now we're going to build a bunch of strength and resilience. I think you're going to like it. Inhale up, hands in prayer. Now I'm going to pull my hands down. As I do, I'm twisting my torso down and to my right. And then if you're way up here and new, you hang on, maybe put your elbow up against your side or thigh, otherwise elbow outside your knee. And if you're really hypermobile, you could squat in a twist with your heels down. That's like 1 in a million. Just be you, sink in. This is a dynamic pose. A few moments of this gives you maximal return on your energetic investment. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop your arms down. Inhale up. Not an Om this time. I'll always call out the Oms. Inhale. Exhale out. Take your arms behind your back for a little more flexibility. Draw your arms up your back, stimulating your chakras, because can't have your chakras too stimulated. Paw prayers way up high. And pull down and just turn and scrunch as much as you can. Try to get your right elbow outside your knee. Hands in prayer. If you can squat lower, by all means, line up your knees and ankles. Then I like to pretend we have a 1,000-pound cartoon weight on our back, smushing us down, sinking back into the heels, spreading the toes open. 3, 2, 1. Drop your arms down. Inhale up. Good job, you guys. Doing good. Hang in there. Stay with the process. Good. Now here comes a friskier sequence. You'll see what I mean. I'll give you tons of options. Palms open. Pull your arms back carefully. Sweep your right arm under. Grab your shoulders is part 1. Part 2, if you can, fold your arms up. Then pick up your right leg. Cross your right knee over your left. Now, I use my right toes over on the left side as a training wheel sometimes. And some days, if the balance is good, I just lift up my right foot and balance solely on my left sole. If you can wrap your right ankle behind your left ankle, then you're doing the full pose, which is Garudasana. And the fuller expression is to simply squish and twist and drop as far as you can whilst balancing on your left foot. Tons of options, huh? Yoga's not exclusive, it's inclusive. Everybody has a way in, but you have to find it. No one can do your yoga for you. And then we cook for a moment, listening to the torrential rain. Now we unwind and we just bring our right knee out in front. I call this marionette. Balancing on one foot is really good. Say you're over 50, this is a good way to stay nimble and coordinated. Now my left hand is going to grab my right foot behind my behind, and I'm going to bring my right hand down to the block. Now try this. Try to touch the floor with your right knee, sinking really deeply into your left ankle, left knee. Get down, inhale, look forward. On exhale, twist your right knee all the way up to the ceiling. In other words, try to touch the ceiling with your right knee, or at least point your right knee up. Straighten your left leg as much as you can. Challenging, good for you. Your body loves a challenge. Now take your right arm out to the side and balance as best you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your right hand back down on the floor. Release your right foot back. Twist your left arm up to the ceiling. Half moon twisty version. Try to expand open, or as my teacher would say, expand open. Left arm up, right heel lifts. Get as big as you can, like my cat when he's all puffed up. Good. Bring your left arm down. Twist your right arm up, and your right hip and your right chest. Open up as broad and as big as you possibly can. That's all you got to do, is everything you can. Good. Now bring your right hand back down. Re-grab your right foot with your left hand behind your behind. Stand up for coordination, hanging onto your foot. Now bring your right knee out in front. And this is to show that we're calm and peaceful souls, just balancing on one foot. Good. Now here's a pose I invented. Put your right ankle over your left knee. And then this is why you want these blocks, kids. Probably 99 out of 100 adults need these blocks to get in this 3-point position, left foot and two hands. Bend your left knee forward to stretch your left lower calf muscle and Achilles, which very people stretch, not regularly, not speaking English so good. Sink in. Ooh, what a stretch. Good. Then a great little balance strengthening pose. Pray. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a forward fold. First, we're going to inhale. Exhale, dive in. 1, 2, 3. Good. Then we're going to re-pray with our hands, and we'll stand up in a variation of tree pose. Good. We'll put our foot down. Then we're going to inhale for an Om, because we're usually a little breathless after that. So this is really good for respiration, inspiration, perspiration. Om. 10 seconds standing meditation. We find these calm, tranquil, serene moments in the midst of the activity, really good for us. Okay, side B, inhale up. Good job on side 1, you guys. Just stay in class, do what you can. You'll get the benefits. Arms out, palms open. Pulling my arms back, stretching my chest. I'm not overdoing it, just stretching. Good. Now left arm under, just grabbing your shoulders is fine. If you have this extra little gear where your arms fold up, that's great. Now, planting my right foot, bringing my left knee over the top. If you're new, you might just put your left toes on the floor over on the right side as a little training wheel. That's fine. If your balance, when your balance improves, you'll lift up your left foot. And when your flexibility improves or you reincarnate into a new body, your left ankle will go behind your right ankle. That's a rare thing. You see it a lot in Yoga Magazine, but those are mostly yoga models. They're not really people that practice yoga. They're really flexible and photogenic. Sinking in, squeezing, building up heat. I lost my balance. I don't mind losing my balance as long as I try to re-find it. I am not a perfect person, but I'm trying to progress and help my friends. Arms out, left knee out in front. Good for balance. Now, right hand grabs your left foot behind your behind. Left hand comes down to the floor. Now, this is good for the stronger yogis. Try to touch your left knee on the floor. Do not lift your right heel. Get as low as you can. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, twist your left hip open. Point your left knee at the ceiling. Dive your head down. If you're really flexible, you could bonk your head on your right shin. Radically straighten your right leg. Left knee to the ceiling. Good, now let's take our left arm out to the side and balance like flamingos for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, left leg releases back. Radically turn your torso open to the right. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Push your left heel back. Push out to the four corners of your body. From the center, 1, 2, 3, good. Bring your right hand down. Sweep your left arm, your left hip open. Stack up your left arm on top of your right arm. Stretch open as big as you can. Do what you can. Good, now bring your left hand down. Cleverly re-grab your left foot with your right hand behind your behind. Really good for coordination. Stand up. Release your left knee out in front. Wave your arm like a calm and peaceful soul. You can lift your left knee up way high if you want. Cultivating a sense of calm and balance and patience. Cross your ankle over your knee. This is where I like my big yoga blocks right here. Now with my 2 hands on the floor and my right foot, I'm very stable and I can really bend my right knee until my right lower calf and Achilles tendon stretches so much it makes me want to bellow. Ooh, I bet you're feeling that. Dig into that feeling, grow it, expand it, learn it. We'll pray for 8 seconds to build balance and strength, obviously. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward, bend your right ankle, knee as much as you can. Exhale into a forward fold. Boy, there's a variation of this that's so hard you don't even want to know, but for most of us humans, this is fine. You don't need to do crazy stuff. Do what you can do. Good, now re-pray with your hands. Yoga has just gotten too exclusive in this world, and I'm here to help everybody do what you can do. Come up and out with your prayer hands. Put your foot down. Now we're going to Om because we're a little breathless. Inhale. Big inhale. Suck it in. You guys sound great. 30 seconds standing meditation as we conclude the standing portion of class. Chin drops, eyes closed. Stop thinking. When the thinking stops, the presence of being floats to the surface. Always there, but frequently blocked by busy mind. We are calm and peaceful souls. Everything is always working out for us. Okay, my friends, now we're just going to have a seat. We have about 10 minutes of floor yoga where we'll calm down and we'll move a little bit more into floor-based practice. Sitting cross-legged is miserable for many, but we're not doing the really advanced lotus position, just regular crossed legs. This is called Sukhasana. Sukha means easy or more comfortable pose. Legs are crossed. If you're quite tight, leaning forward, your knees might be up and your butt's back. You might kind of look like this. Sit on a blanket if you can, and use your arms behind you, lengthen your spine, and lean forward into the torture. It'll open up. After a while, your buns will open up, your thighs, knees, and hips come on down. 10 seconds. Relax your chin. Good. Inhale and come on up. Now, same pose here, but arms behind you to stretch open our front of the body, so frequently unstretched for many. Just elevate your buns up as high as you can. Good. Come on down. Switch the cross. Again, if you like a more, maybe you like one on top. I'm not going to do that. I want to demonstrate yoga for most bodies most of the time, but do more advanced if you want. Fold down. Remember, if your knees are up and it feels like you're leaning back, it's because you are. So sit on a blanket. Don't bounce. Relax in, breathe in, settle your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Now, if it makes sense, from fingertips, long spine, inhale, look forward, getting that beautiful spinal decompression. Exhale, come on down. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Now we're going to extend our legs out. And again, we will open up the front of our body. So just extending my legs out, arms up. Now, I don't know, maybe you're new to this. And so your knees are bent, you're leaning back, your arms don't go up very high. After a while, you'll open up a little more and you'll be able to get much more aligned in the pose. Do what you can do. Remember, I'm inviting the whole world into this class. Pause down, feet in. Now, if strength is an issue, you barely can get your butt up off the floor. For a while, you can just lift your chest. Otherwise, buns up. Now, as I look at my hips, it would be nice if my hips came up as high as my knees. So I'm not a circus performer or a professional backbender. This isn't bad. Head back. I've learned to accept my body such as it is, and that's brought a great deal of much needed serenity and acceptance in my life. Comparing yourself to others is no fun. Come on down. It is a zero-sum game to do that. Now, here's a good one. On your back, legs up. Viparita Karani, really good for your heart, for circulation, for very close veins. So for 30 seconds, we just enjoy on our back, legs up. But now, if you're new, I admit, this is very challenging to widen your legs out as wide as they go, because it's like, man, I'm not a circus performer. Neither am I. So maybe your legs go to here and it's like, oh, but after a while, if you just do yoga with me 2-3 times a week, you know my channel. Circle your ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saturday, we always do some core strength, fingertips on the back of your head. 15 crunches, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You can only do 3, do 3, but keep coming back, keep coming back. 2, 1, reach forward, legs out, full splits, big smiles. Good, now bend your knees. If you can't grab your toes, grab your legs right here. Just rest like this for a moment. If you can grab your big toes, then happy baby. Now, perfectly flexible people, babies, kids, teenagers, acrobats, they can bring their knees down to the floor and their butt doesn't lift. But again, I'm generally aiming my prescription, these movements, to the broad mass of humans who just need to get moving and get grooving in order to get your happy and your joy back. I'm your man for that. Share this with friends. Also share this with friends, side to side, kneecap to kneecap. If you can't go from knee to knee, there is hope for you. It's never too late. Just start moving. The power isn't starting, and then the power is continuing, obviously. Pause in the middle, lift up your head, knees on the floor, inhale. Exhale for my bend to your friends, head down, full splits, legs all the way out, straighten as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, good. Bend your knees and roll up with me. Excellent. Now I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to show this next little movement from the side. For my Zoom friends, I'm using a little more verbiage explaining the movements because of the growth of the YouTube channel. So I appreciate your accommodation. So this one, I'm going to be on my back and my feet are hip, and just, this is a great movement. This pelvic lifting. So we're on our back. Now you might be able to barely lift your butt, and some people, their butt goes up to the height of their knees. Now, you don't need to look at the camera or the screen anymore. You just can relax on your back. Don't turn your head in this pose. And just lift your butt up as high as you can. Where's that for you? For me, it's about there. That's my first one. Now we're going to do it to a count. We're going to breathe to it. So butt on the floor. Exhale all the air out. We're coming up to a count of 5. You ready? Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We'll come down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we just defined how big a movement 5 is. Let's do 8, okay? Exhale all the air out. Inhale to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Way up. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And we'll conclude with spinal tap 11, if you get the reference. Exhale all the air out. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6, 7. If 7 is it for you, just keep doing that. 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, maybe you can get your arms underneath you and lace your hands and smooch my shoulder blades underneath. Lift up my hips. Hold here for strength, resilience, balance, fun, determination, persistence, diligence, liveliness, all that good stuff. Good. Now, get my arms out of the way. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I am also a huge proponent of yoga blankets. You could order your blocks and blankets on Amazon today. I'm going to start leaving a link for the best deal in the description. Blanket underneath my head. See that? Oh, that feels good. And today, I'm just sliding my legs out, and we're going to go into 5 minutes of Shavasana. It's high noon, so I'm going to keep my agreement with all my friends for about 1 hour of yoga. And make sure that you do not skip this part. Make sure that you do it 5 minutes at the end so our body assimilates, integrates, catalyzes all these beautiful energies. So I unwrinkle my body down into the floor. If you like a bolster underneath your knees or a blanket over your body, that's a beautiful thing to do. And in a moment, I'll mercifully stop talking and we'll enter into 5 minutes of pure, unadulterated, blissful, ecstatic, joyful nothingness together. Wiggle your legs, shift, get any dents out of your butt. Moving my shoulders, swallow once, and the pose starts now. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, my friends, stay in the pose, nice and relaxed. We're really going to enjoy this afterglow. And this is something I've been offering and inviting for years. When right at this point, at the end of Shavasana, if you'd like to invite your God, love, source, infinite higher organizing power in, it's a really good time when there's a nice blending of soul and spirit. But it should always come from choice, never from coercion. I love doing that. I love inviting my higher power in. I can't do it on my own. Good. If you prayed that little prayer with me, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate feel good through your body. Next, we bring our knees in and we slowly roll over to your right side. You can rest in fetal position for a moment. I recommend we love all over ourselves. Now, keeping your eyes closed, it's super important. There's a reason we sit up with our eyes closed. It cultivates a nice sense of center. And then we reconvene where we began so many years ago in seated position. And a great way to conclude, hands to the heart, chin drops. And I truly believe that if you go deeply into yourself and I go deeply into myself, we come to the same place together. Yogis have a name for that beautiful field. All together we say, Namaste. Now, during the class, my cat brought me a cat toy. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? This was hanging on his cat tree. It took him 1 minute to break it off. How about that? Woo! Anyway, I always bid adieu to my YouTube friends. Thanks for listening and sharing this with people. Please like and subscribe. The momentum is really building. So can you do me a huge favor and like and subscribe? And then the algorithm sends it out and more people can participate in these simple yet available movements that brings the type of centering and peace and calm that this world really needs right now. So you'll be helping out. Thanks, YouTubers.